everyone. So we're back at it again on the homestead, trying to get a decent camera angle. Anybody who does video and knows that's a pain to do sometimes. So got a little project today that we're working on. It's our old Ford 8N tractor. This thing's seen better days, but we've managed to do a little bit of work to it to try to get it up into more of modern standards anyways, in some regards. So anyways, we pulled the tires off here recently because literally the rubber was actually peeling off of the tires on the front. I was using it, doing a little bit of some finish grade work on the driveway about, I don't know, month and a half back maybe, after I got it running. And in the process of doing so, literally the tire itself was actually unwinding. The rubber was actually peeling off the outside edge. So did some investigation, tried to find where we could get these tires at, and well, good luck. It was a challenge, at least to try to find them local. Anyways, went to a place here in town that sells tires, and they called, I think you said about 4 or 5 of their distributors, and they could not find a single set of these tires anyway, anywhere for this Ford 8N tractor. But eBay had them. So, taking a risk, went ahead and ordered them off of eBay. I'll show them to you here in just a second. Ordered them off of eBay, and they came in yesterday. So I took, on my lunch today, took the tires over to the tire shop that I deal with, and they were able to get them mounted onto the rims. Now, the way these tires are set up, they're kind of like, they're a little, they're like an old, I don't know, maybe a bicycle tire, just a very big version of a bicycle tire, in that it has a tube, an inner tube inside, just like a bicycle would, and then you've got the outer tire itself. And so these tires, again, came off of eBay. They were the only place I could find a set of these local. They're not, I don't think they may not be identical to what were on here previously, but they're decently comparable. I hope they'll end up being as effective as the originals were. Whatever, this was a newer tractor. I'm certain they'll be better than the ones that we had taken off of here, because like I said, literally the rubber was actually flapping off. It was like shedding as I was trying to get it back to a resting position somewhere where I could park it temporarily until I could get the tires on or get them off the tractor, and then go ahead and get them remounted. So let me show them to you real quick. So these are the tires that came off of eBay, and you can see the little nubbies, sticking out here, indicating that these are new. The only real issue that we found with these tires, whenever we were replacing the tire and the tubes, the inside of the tires was of each of these were rusted. One was not terrible. It just had some surface rust to it, and just required a little bit of just basically taking a wire brush and doing some general purpose scraping to make sure that nothing would end up catching the new tube. The other one though was really bad, and they actually had to use basically a grinder and with a rust pad on it, and do some cleaning. And I think it took him probably about 20 or 30 minutes to get the tire, well, at least 20 or 30 minutes to get the inside of the wheel cleaned up. So if I had to do it all over again, what have I learned from all this? I think what I would have done differently would have been to have actually taken the tires with the wheels, everything, over to the place that I deal with, the tire shop here in town, and had them take the tires off, and then me bring the wheels back, and then do a really good cleanup of the inside of the wheels. Now, the thing about these things is that these are the original wheels. They very well could be the original tires for all I know. Again, the rubber was in bad shape. So the rubber was in really bad shape. They may not have been the originals. They could have been replaced at some point previously. But however, whatever the case may be, the tires were definitely old. And like I said, the insides of these were very oxidized. So if I had to do it all over again, I would definitely have dropped them off, had them peel off the tires, gone and pulled the wheels back with me, and then done a really good thorough cleaning, and maybe actually cleaned the exterior, done some degreasing, and probably put a fresh coat of paint on the outside of the tires, as well as the inside of, or excuse me, the outside of the wheels. You know what I'm talking about, the rims, basically the inside of them as well, just to go ahead and remove all the rust. Because this is one of those rare times whenever you take these things off, because you don't typically pull the tires off of your old 70-year-old Ford tractor all that often. And it's been a decent tractor. We've used it quite a bit. We definitely have gotten more than our money's worth out of it using it over the last few years. The last year and a half here especially. So it's been a good asset for us. But at the same time, it definitely does need a little bit of some TLC, at this point anyways, to get it back to where it needs to be. So what I'm gonna do right now is go ahead and pause, and we'll get the tires back on, and we'll show you the look with everything done. And there we go. Still have to tighten down the lugs, but new tires. Still gotta get the grill put back on. Tighten these down over here, and then we can lower it down.